Alright. Oh, hang on, I gotta open my Gatorade before I get too serious. I might need some extra electrolytes for this. Alright. Ocean Man. Actually, you know what? Let's be Ocean Man. Ocean Man. Okay. So this is an original ROM hack of Zelda 2. It has new graphics, new layout, new dungeons, new everything. Not new music, however, I am working with somebody else who has been making a lot of really good progress on the music. So that's exciting. When I finally release this, or maybe like in an update shortly after, it'll have completely original music. Yeah. It's pretty important, actually. The townspeople graphics have all been altered slightly. Some of them a little bit more than others. Like this guy doesn't have any legs, he just walks on his hands. Yep. He tells you all about it. So this, like I said, I've made a lot of updates. This is kind of a test run. It's a test to make sure the game still works properly, even with all the changes I've made. But it's also, I guess, kind of a showcase. This doesn't really exist anywhere on the internet yet. I haven't officially released it. I posted it to the Zelda 2 Discord community, but kind of as an unofficial, like, hey, play if you want to, but it's not necessarily done. The encounters, the random encounters were super wonky, so I've made kind of small changes to them. Oh, forgot. Did I get shield? Yeah, I did. Also, part of my philosophy as I was making this was to start relatively... like the changes are kind of small in the beginning. I mean, you can tell it's a different place, but as far as the graphics especially, relatively small changes, but then as you go, it gets a little bit more and more just off the rails. I really like establishing a certain pace, a certain tone, and then it makes the crazy stuff even more impactful. So the combat in this game is pretty interesting, like surprisingly deep. I'm blocking if I'm standing, like I'm blocking high, and then if I crouch, I'm blocking low. So my head comes down a little bit, so if there's like a bullet flying over my head, I can dodge it. But you can see he doesn't crouch down to one tile or anything, but he does block the lower tile. So you end up in these kind of intense sword fights of blocking high and low while also stabbing high and low. Trying to get past their defenses without letting them through yours. Oh man. Little evil bubbles. It's kind of precarious because if you get hit by a bubble, it'll knock you back, and it's fairly likely in that area that you'll get knocked into a pit, which will kill you. These guys are now little cat guys. Oh. Did it not level me up? Yo, that's very bad. Maybe I accidentally switched it. I hope so. Not being able to level ruins the game. Alright, first palace. We'll see about this leveling business. Pretty soon. In this level, the bots are little, like, gumdrop candies or something. Stalfos are pretty normal so far. The boss is further that way, but I need a key. I don't think there's anything to the right, but I'll go over there for test purposes. Ow. What? Why did it go up? Hang on. I'm gonna quick save before the next level up. I'm already a little sad. Well, I can see in the button. Whoops, should have done that. Hang on. Okay, I don't think it's the game. I think it's the way I did the inputs. Configure up is up. Down is down. Yeah. Close. Close. Okay, I think there was some confusion the way I had the emulator configured. The word configurated almost came out of my mouth. I don't know what's going on there. The gray magic bottles. Okay, we're good now. Start button doesn't also press up. That's good. The gray magic bottles restore 1 cell of magic. So you can see up there I have 3 cells currently. And then the pink bottles will restore all of my magic. These guys are tougher, the blue ones, because there's a chance that they will jump. Okay, that guy didn't. There's a chance that they'll jump over your head, though. Do I have any keys? I don't have any keys. I think there's one over here. Oops. So these guys, if I wanted to block, I'd stay high. If I crouch and poke, it's not quite enough to hit them. So you gotta kind of like zip in and hit them. Which is cool. Like for a beginner, that's kind of a technique to master. Ooh, first night. So yeah, here's an example. When he's swinging at me, I have to be either high or low to block his sword. Then I'm also trying to get past his shield. In the original Zelda 2, the colors for enemies are often orange, red, or blue. And orange, if there are different variants of the same enemy, typically orange would be like the weakest of the 3. And then red, and then blue. In this one, in mine, it's green is the easiest, like the color of this elevator. And then, which way? I don't remember. I think there's another key this way, maybe. There we go. He does that sometimes. Kind of complicates the battle. Yeah, so green is the easiest. Sure. And then pink, and then like gray/blue. I say that because it's kind of both colors. Usually they're both, but some enemies are more gray, some are more blue. It's like dark blue. And some of them only have 1 or 2 types, so it's not like they all follow that pattern exactly. Like this guy only comes in pink. That's the other key. You can see my extra lives are at the bottom, as well as my keys. And I'm holding 6 magic stones, or something. In order to access the last palace and finish the game, I have to return the 6 stones to the 6 palaces. So at the end of this palace, I'll return the first stone, and all 6 are required before I can finish the game. A little 3-tile high jump. So normally when you jump 2 tiles high. But if you have a little bit of momentum, you can get up to 3. Oh, I didn't go left, did I? Nope. So in typical Zelda fashion, there is an upgrade in every dungeon. There are also upgrades outside of the dungeons, but yeah, every dungeon has one. So I'm holding 2 keys. Whoa! I'm holding. It's good. Too much on the screen at once. Oh wow! I wonder if that was awful. Like, I wonder if I should remove some enemies from this room so you don't trip out in the middle of it. These guys can die, but they take over 100 hits in lower levels. So I'm going to take a sip here. 30 experience. I think they normally give you 50 in the original. I kind of toned it down because I didn't want the players to just exploit that, I guess. As a kid, I would farm those enemies. There is a cool guy way to fight these. That makes it way faster, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'll wait. I'll save it for later. Alright, I've got 2 keys. Here's one of them. First item. The candle. See, it shows up on my menu. The candle will light up dark caves, basically. So earlier I had to walk through that cave and you could barely see the silhouette of that thing walking around on the floor. All those things. Now I can just see caves in normal light. This is an enemy that is kind of killable now. Pretty tough to kill. But later I'll get a down stab. When I jump, I can down stab. You know, like one of Link's best moves in Super Smash Brothers. Is what he does. Oh, the original Zelda 2. Okay, so I have 2 extra lives here. If I jump in the lava right now, I would lose one of them. If I lose all of my lives, I can continue my file. I keep everything that I have other than my experience. My experience jumps back down to 0. But all my items and spells and stones and stuff that I've done, all stay. Like, I don't lose that progress. And my character would start from the beginning of the game again, like physically, the location, that little palace in the beginning with the sleeping Zelda. Up to this point in this hack, I've made it, there was a way to, how do I put this? I made it to where if you died while inside of a palace, you would start at the beginning of the palace. So I was hoping that would make things a little bit less annoying. But in watching people test play it, people exploited it a lot. And what I mean by that is a lot of the dungeon design in this hack is you start in the dungeon, you go deep into the dungeon, and then you come back out, and on your way back out you finish the dungeon. But they would skip a lot of it by going deep into the dungeon, grab the item, grab the keys, whatever, and then die and reset at the start of the dungeon and then just finish it that way. And I think that kind of I don't know. I don't want people doing that. There are some things later, and I'll point them out if I remember, where it's kind of designed, intended to be kind of clever about it. Like the way out is different than the way in a little bit. But this guy, Horsehead, is the first boss. He's normally a horse. He's only slightly altered. He's got a unicorn horn now. He used to have a mace, but now he's got a little like magic spirit Halloween costume wand. He's armored, so you will not hurt him if you hit him anywhere other than his head. So you have to kind of jump at him, hit him in the head. Oh, hey, lol ships. Good to see you, man. Oh, there might be, but that, I don't know. That sounds beyond my abilities right now. I mean, I might be able to dig around and really figure it out. That's an interesting thought. I'm actually gonna wait and do attack next. This cave. So this cave would normally be dark. Couple of leaps of faith there. So yeah, now that I have the candle, this place is illuminated. There's a Goria down here. He is a frog man now. That's kind of an interesting enemy because, I mean, you saw there I had to stand and crouch both facing right and left trying to block his boomerangs while also blocking him and hitting him. This is normally an Octorok, but now it's a little shadow nightmare creature. And that's a that. Very important. I was gonna down stab it, but I don't have it. Alright. So, I'll go back to this town. That person was looking for the precious effigy, which I just picked up. And that will give me a new spell. Oh, I did go through here. I think I was just talking earlier, so I forgot. Or I wasn't, like, really thinking about it that much. Save the effigy. Come see Peepaw. Alright, Peepaw. I saved the effigy. What do you have for me? With this, you can yeet yourself. Very important to be able to do that. Go this way. Just point it out. So with the jump spell, you can jump super high. Hiplingo Peepaw. Yeah, he tries to stay current. And with all spells in this game, well, if it's not just one-time use, it lasts for the screen that you're on. So once I cross over onto another screen, its effects go away. So this cave on the way in was dark blue or purple or whatever. Background was all black. These guys you could barely see. Ooh. Cool. Fairy. If you don't have full health, you can touch the fairy and you'll get full health. I think there's a thing over here. Thing. Oh yeah, so these bats normally do that, right? But this pink bat, he's special. It turns into that guy and he spits a bubble at you. It's kind of a spooky vampire. Alright, this way's next. I think this cave is a challenging cave. I mean, I suppose it would be for a new player, I mean. Hopefully it won't be too hard this run. Cool. Oh yeah, the axolotl. He has an axe. Okay. Oh, right, he throws them. Forgot. So again, those are the green ones I saw earlier. He just swings the axe, and you can't block it with the shield either. Shields are no match for axes. But then that one I just saw was a pink one, which is harder. I actually don't think there's a third difficulty, but if there were, it'd be gray and or blue. Alright, here's Palace 2, the Ivy Palace. Axe is the natural predator of wood. Yes. It's just science, really. Wood is afraid to come out at night because all the axes are out. Yeah. Welcome, Miralupa. Good to see you. So, music is not implemented, but it is being worked on, and I'm really excited about it. But I have done a lot of little updates. The skeletons in this dungeon are headless. That's a little bit spooky. The first one, I think their graphics are normal in the first one. Yeah, the knights now are also headless. Sure. Teaser on the music. Oh man, I don't know if Zarnax would want me teasing people right now. He's trying to get. All right, he's got one song pretty much like well made, and then a lot of other kind of pieces of music made. But he's got a Palace song. That's the complete one. And by complete, I mean he still wants to make changes to it, and I don't blame him. I'm like that too with projects. Like even now, I'm like, oh man, I'm so excited for this Paracosm. I can't wait for everybody to check it out. I just want to release it already. But then I think of 400,000 things that I want to do, even if they're just tiny little changes. Yeah, so if you talk to me later, I will send you the Palace song that he has. Wow. The version number pretty high. Yeah. Whoops. I'm like, oh no, this enemy should go one tile to the left. That'll definitely make it better. You might be happy to know that I changed some of the dialogue to be a little bit less, I don't know which terrible dumb word I want to use. Make it a little more immersive, put it that way. Or slightly less distractingly unimmersive. These enemies are kind of similar. Normally they just have little slug-like bottom halves. But this time they're like slug face with spider legs. Oh man, these guys are awful. Before the initial release, right? Which I suppose I don't know. The one I put on the Discord is like the beta build, sort of. Peepaw got language nerfed, yeah. No, I left Peepaw in there, and Yeet. There were a couple others. Naked Yoga's still in here. I can't let that one go. Look, sorry, there's just, that one's here to stay. Yeet is here to stay. I think there are a couple other dumb ones, but you know, I changed a lot of them. Yeet is good. Okay. That sounds pretty subjective. That was close. Investors in the board need the changes to push the proper demographic. Yeah, exactly. No cap, if you will. Need to get a sip of that Gatorade. Get some more electrolytes. This is Gatorade Fit, healthy, real hydration. Just you complaining, probably? No, and so I gave it a break. I mean, months. I was taking a pretty in-depth class for college for a little bit, and I just got done with that. Passed with a B, pretty happy about that. But coming back to the game, I was kind of, like, man, what was I thinking? Like, I think it's important in any piece of art to kind of step away, take a break, and give it a better look. Like, but I mean, being that deep into editing for weeks or months or whatever, off and on, it's not really surprising that I would, you know, you get kind of tunnel vision in some ways. Oh man. I don't even want the experience from that guy. I just wanted him to know who's boss. Alright, I should have 2 keys. So this palace, it's got these 2 crossroadses on the elevator. There are 2 keys. One if you go that way. One if you go that way. You need both keys moving forward. Magic, huh? Sure. Oh, it's back. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, Pink Knight. Pink Knights are harder than Green Knights. And in this case, their AI is a little bit different. So not only do they just take more hits and do more damage, but they're kind of harder to hit. Or not. Or maybe they're exactly the same, I don't know, maybe it's just mental. I sure like attack more than magic. Oh wait, I still have 2 extra lives, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna shield up in this room because, you know, those fellows. What? Too scared. Alright. Those guys don't have heads either. Don't have enough. Third and boss. Yeah, I think so too. I think so. The third Iron Knuckles, when you, those are the knights. That's the like the official game name for the knights. Wow. The third Iron Knuckles, when you hit them, they get kind of pissed off for a minute and start just. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'll do one of those numbers. They just start slinging swords at you, and I think the boss one is like permanent pissed off mode. I'll point it out in the next palace when you see them for the first time. I kind of tried to follow the flow of the original game in a lot of ways. The original plan for this was to be just like an altered version of the original game, like everything's kind of distorted and skewed. But as time went on, I got more and more inspired to change things. So it kind of grew into its own completely different thing than the original. There's the next dude. I've got to get some more electrolytes here. What do we have going on here? Potassium, niacin. Okay. And it's tropical mango flavored. I've got Crown Royal and Gatorade Fit right next to me, and I just kind of switch off. Anyway, this dude's pretty tough. In my opinion, one of the harder bosses. Kind of surprising that you fight him in Palace number 2. I could probably rework him, just his stats and everything, and throw him into a later dungeon. Because, yeah, his pattern is tough. Wow. Wow. So kind of following the theme of the rest of the place, not only is this a forest palace, oh crap, but it's also a headless palace. Altered original, yeah, right. That one's supposed to be like in the future. You stop, if I remember correctly, you stop Ganon's physical form, but then his spirit still like lingers in the land, and so it just sort of decays over time, and then when you play it, it's after the land that you rescued from him has had some time to decay. Everything's kind of just dark and sad. But it's really cool. It's intended to be played by people familiar with the original. So if you know like where some of the hidden stuff is, that's kind of required for you to know. Really cool. Even the keys are headless. Sure. There's a little secret surprise down here. Pro tip. It's a little one-eyed mini-me of yourself over here. Or maybe that's his nose, I don't know. Whoa. Wow. For some reason I knew I was about to get just spanked by that spider, but I just let it happen. The axolotl. Ugh. Not like the bat is that hard, but definitely makes the player nervous. I think it shows how good the actual enemy design is in this game. The fact that easy, simple enemies can actually be pretty dangerous just because of how they're located, like how they interact with the environment and you, the rest of the game, the context. Like even bots, little slimes, like they sit there and wiggle and then sometimes do like a little hop and then sometimes do like a lunge, and it's sort of hard to predict what they're gonna do. So you put them next to some pits that you can fall in, and now it's really scary. What the? Alright. New territory. Oh, I didn't mention it when I got it, but I picked up the hammer in Dungeon 2, Palace 2. I think I can go get magic over here, if I remember. I'll go do that. Or should I wait? I'll wait. I'll go to the town. Go see what's poppin'. Tektites and boons. bit weak on design. Yeah, I think they're still, like, they're kind of unpredictable and crazy. I think they're also a little wonky. Boons are just annoying. Oh, this guy doesn't even say anything else. Wow. I wonder if that was me screwing up. I might not have meant for him to say that. Oh, maybe not. I think the intro guy in the third town does warn you about... Yeah. What am I saying? The fire immune. Yeah, that sucks. Right, yeah, you just basically down stab and bounce off of them until you get out of their way and then just keep going. Come meet his dad. I implemented that other epileptic friendly mod. The one that stops the whole screen from flashing all the time. And I'm glad that was a smooth implementation. Macabre Palace. That's the next one, the third one. So Whimsy Palace is the first one, then Ivy, then Macabre. It's French. I reduced the cost for the life spell. I kind of just made the arc smaller. Like by the end of the game, I think it's still the same amount if you have, excuse me, level 8 magic. But I made it like level 1 magic is cheaper and everything else is smoothly cheaper. Good morn. Oh, I don't have dash. That'll be after all that. The next part's a little bit open, like, I'll say non-linear. Basically, instead of a progression that looks like a vine with tiny little leaves branching off of it, this part, the vine splits into two and then comes back into one. Once you're able to cross that river, you're pretty much ready to go to either Palace 3 or go do what was Death Mountain, which is just a maze of caves. So here's this. What does it mean? You go straight west. Here's this. Yep, that's his house, alright, cool. Door's locked. The slime says he'll forgive a break-in. There is a way to break in, but it requires the jump spell. Whoops. BFF charm, I don't know, that's arguably too dumb, but I don't know. The players might be wondering, did an adult make this? It doesn't feel very Zelda. That was pretty trendy of you to use a 3 there, though. It's pretty hip. Players might ask themselves, did an adult make this game, or was this like a little kid that made it? And the answer is an adult. Turns out. Phone keyboard. Yeah, I know, you're good. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I don't think it does either. That's probably one I'll want to tweak. Lady, I need more magic. I need it. Oh, there's the healing lady. That's where the graveyard is. Little foreshadowing. Or not, I don't know. It's probably not that deep. Saw the grave in the overworld. That's all foreshadowing. What does it mean? It's pretty macabre. Macabre. Alright, here's the fourth town. They love windows in this town. So there's that. Tunnel to Palace, south of Kevin's home. I think I had something Omega Derpy here. Pardon my language. Oh, wait a minute, I need the dash. Dude. I think this is it. Yeah. You don't even have to do anything, you just get handed. Honestly, making your way all the way out here is kind of the... Use this when you're running late. It's kind of the challenge. Not challenge, it's how you earn it. I didn't want the player to have to do anything else. Sometimes with a dash, his animation stops. Alright. Best attack in the game. This house is completely made out of windows. So, if I go all the way back and do the palace first, it makes the Sea of Stars faster. Like there are nice shortcuts. Wow. So I'm gonna go do that. But you can go through the Sea of Stars first and then come back to the palace. Don't even need the bridge anymore. I know in these games it can be easy to get kinda stuck. Not that this game is terribly hard, like this hack, but that can be kind of demoralizing. I guess I'll save state, it's been a little while. But yeah, I know that can be kind of demoralizing, so I sort of wanted to always keep something, kind of the next rung of the ladder. Yeah, because that sucks, just getting stuck somewhere and not feeling like you've done anything meaningful in a long time. Oh, I don't have full health, okay. Dude, I'm so sad. Okay. Oh, wow. That was, pretty scary. Yeah, winter, man. I do love the hack for a lot of reasons, but it kind of does feel like a chore, and so I kind of avoid it. Not to say that it's not fantastic, it really is. I think my skill level keeps it sort of at the edge where it's just tiring to play. And I'm using save states too much. Oh, bees. Can I jump spell up there? I don't think so. The ladder analogy. Yeah, it's nice, like, challenge itself is fun when it's pushing you, but it doesn't feel like it's too far. Response to places people got stuck, yeah. And I think that's good. I think this might just be experience. Oh man. Challenge by design versus challenge through obscurity. Right. Right. So I think Zelda typically does a decent job at, like, there are obscure puzzles in them pretty frequently. Whoa! Okay. Nice. But usually the really obscure ones will be like a rupee reward, or in this case experience. it's not going to be... It's like, hey, if you happen to notice this thing, you get rewarded for it, but it's not like you have to discover this really specific thing in order to move forward. So like the magic pot I got over there, not necessary at all. But hey, a cool little buff if you happen to find it. And I think Zelda 2, the original one, does suffer a little bit from that. I know a lot of players that do feel like there's just nowhere to go, especially towards the end, trying to find like new Kasato and having to clear the forest, like use a feature that's never described or used in a controlled environment in any way. It's just, you know, go try new things and press new buttons in places you've already been. And okay. Is that good? Ocean Man. I forgot that was his name. Man. Should I shield? No, I'm too good. Oh man, he does it every once in a while. A little twofer. Feels appropriate for 30 years ago, yeah. Right, before there was really, like, precedent for good game design. Oh man. Oh man. Remove the chopping of trees. Yeah. I have the feature in game, like I didn't do anything to take it out. I just never required it. I was gonna have the 7th town. I mean, similar to vanilla, how the 7th town you have to remove the trees to get to it. But I ended up just taking that off completely. I just don't like it. I don't know. I'd rather people find the town too easily than have to deal with potentially not understanding that you press a button you've never pressed to chop a tree down. Well, you know what I mean. I think there's a thing here. Ow. His high throw is a gamble because he either throws it over your head, where you should be ducking to avoid it, or he throws it right at your face, where you should be standing to avoid it. Alright. Palace 3. If you time it... Wow, okay. If you time it right, you can... As you're falling, if you aim for their head, you can hit them even if their shield is high. Dude, ow. Okay. I know this is silly. I'm coming back though. I just want a magic pot so I can get my magic back at least. I wanted this one to feel kind of like, I don't know, like dry? Dry? That's probably not the word. Kind of desolate, like just surprisingly dead. Even the fact that most of it is grayscale. Seems like a must. Yeah. Huh. I agree, like it's the same feature, but instead of pressing it when there's a boulder in front of you, you press it on the trees. What the... this palace also has a lot of theming of these blocks. These are breakable blocks once you have the right item for it. I think this is the way I want to go. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, a lot of things are like, they have empty eyes now in this one. A lot of skull themed stuff. Not sure what I was trying to accomplish there. Oh, the hammer guys are up here. The doom knockers. This guy, I kind of wanted to make it look like he was one, like an undead warrior with like swords or whatever, weapons stuck in his back. And then it kind of looks like he's pulling one out when he throws it at you. Like he's ripping it out of his back. Oh god. Oh god. Baron. I think even these blocks, I don't know if I was going for like a skull-shaped hull. I think I was. The little breakable ones are extra cracked. I don't know why that makes it scarier, but you know. Here's the key. Key is weirdly open too. It's got dead eye like the rest of the stuff here. Oh, okay. Cool. Spooky. Pea bag down there, which of course I can't get to because I can't break the blocks. Heavy implication that you're going to be able to break the blocks in this level. Whoa! I don't know why my like reflex has been to just jump straight into the eye when I see it. ASM can figure it out. Yeah. I am not very experienced at that. I know how to like basically just experiment, like find pieces of data and experiment with them, but that's mainly what I do, so my actual programming has been relatively little. If there are other ways, like I found ways to kind of focus on design instead of programming to make it seem a little different. I'm trying to think of an example. I know there were a few times that I was trying to program something and it wasn't working, so I just designed around it. I was going to say something. Ah, man, I don't know. Oh yeah, here's one of the like level design things that I was talking about. So you can see I'm on this skinny bridge of breakable blocks with Spooky Man over here. Pulling stuff out of his back. wow, he got me. He tricked me. Those jumps, man. What the? Oh, wait. So, yeah, good idea to clear out those dudes. You're going this way. And on your way back... Okay, here's a gray and blue knight. So, like I mentioned before, this is like the tier 3, the hardest variant. I'm gonna go ahead and shield up. You see kind of his pace. He swings every once in a while. His swords shoot off, which is different than the other ones. But once I hit him, he freaks out for a second. Bam, 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 bam. I think the boss one just is perpetually in pissed off state. Also, when you try to jump over the red ones, or the second tier ones, they keep up with you. Like, they sprint and go your speed, whatever speed that is. I don't think the green ones quite do that. I mean, the tier 1 ones quite do that. So, that's what makes me suspect that tier 1 and tier 2 are different AI. I think. Or maybe I'm just not remembering how the first ones act. Cool. It's like a jail cell. Rock on glove. This palace is pretty metal. And the player might be asking themselves, wow, I wonder what this rock on glove does. I don't know. Oh well, back to the dungeon, I guess. And then they come out here, and when they downstab these enemies, they start downstabbing through the floor. And if you didn't beat the Doom Knocker especially, you have to deal with him while definitely not downstabbing. Your average player, I mean, obviously if you're good, you can control it. Get through here now. True gamer soul. Exactly. Oh man, these guys are gross. I couldn't decide on what I wanted to do and it almost got me killed. That's how this game is though, it's really cool. Dude. That's it. Need some more electrolytes. Alright. So I'm almost to 1500. I don't really want to practice seeing if this guy's AI is different or not. I gave him a tattered cloak too, or his little cape on the back. I think that's a cool touch. Oh, also the menus are different if you're in the overworld versus in any of the dungeons. Like you'll notice the corner pieces on this menu right now that I'm in are little skulls this time. They're not normally little skulls. Skelly boys. Exactly. Well, I probably won't get 500 more. Yeah, it probably doesn't really matter. I'll go for life, because this guy just does damage. One more big fight room. I guess it's not that big or fighty. Should I shield? I probably should. No, I'm too good. Too good. Oh, there's more. That's right. Try to not get myself killed here. Okay. Alright. This fight is very hard. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of... So I made him like extra Hell Knighty. A little bit more metal. This horse is made up of flames on its feet instead of floating metal for no reason. Also, it was cool, I was able to use an alternate palette. Oh god. Oh god. I was able to use an alternate palette and get this guy red. Like, super red. I think it's tedious having to drag this guy around. Like, that's maybe the worst part. Not even like he's hard. I mean, I guess he's relatively hard. But just this. It is cool though. I love that this game has a very swordplay feel to it. Yeah. Cool. So that's 3 of 6 palaces. I think I'll wait for attack, honestly. I just like attack too much. So the other 3, well, the other 4 palaces are on the other continent. There are 2 continents in this game. In order for me to get to the other one, I need the ship. Which in the original game is a raft. In this game, it is not a raft. Oh, right. Oh man, I didn't just fall in this time. That's cool. I'm getting better. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna grab it. No, I don't have to stop in the town. Well, actually, I do have to stop in the town. So I have to go through the whole thing. I wonder if there's a Kaizo equivalent for this game. So I know there's just difficulty. Kaizo is hard. But I mean more Kaizo design, like every obstacle is intended very specifically to be handled in a very specific technical way. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going through. Oh, tricked him. All right. The Sea of Stars, which is this ROM hack's Death Mountain. Sarba Pala. What's up, man? Or gal. I really use man and bro and dude like too much. It's been 3 years. I'm old now. You're old now. Congrats, I think. Happy birthdays. Oh, freak. I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember exactly which ways to go here. Also, there's a magic container. Down there. How do I go down there? Well, how's it going? Mario speedrun enthusiast. Really? Man, well, what was I doing? That's super cool, actually. Oh god, evil bubbles. Oh god. Man, who designed this? Okay. Dude, that's effed up. Oh. Man. Was it worth it? Perhaps. Can't remember. Mario speedrun enthusiast. Well, that's really cool to hear from you again. How are your recent years going? I know that's like 16 is a crazy time. Why did I do that, man? Why am I like this? don't think that way. The directions of the caves on that map sort of make logical sense, like as you navigate them in the side view levels, sort of like Death Mountain. So like if I go to the right and then go up an elevator and then go to the right, I should end up on the map somewhere kind of up and to the right-ish, if that makes any sense. Okay. Do I just want to down stab this guy? I think so. See that? Those bots effed up. 17. Hopped on stream month and a half before his birthday. Pretty good. Self-improvement, playing video games, calisthenics, building yourself up. That's great. That's good to hear. The past couple of years, I'd say, well, yeah, a lot of the years have been pretty rough for me, but things are really good right now. I'm pretty happy with life and my job, and oh, my life is full. It just doesn't look like it. That was one thing I tried to screw around with and fix. In this area in particular, there's different color palettes for sprites, and that kind of affects the way the HUD looks a little bit sometimes. And your last health cell is one thing that's affected by it. Which I don't think it's game breaking, but it is a little weird. A little off-putting sometimes. Death rocks. Alright. This is the real deal. Oh man, don't like that fellow. Okay. So you can get through all of this without the glove, the rock-on glove. It just makes things harder. Live in the present, you can only learn from the past. Find your purpose, be in a flow state. Building a business, making money, video games, writing. Yeah, completely agreed. Oh. Did you see that? I sat on him. He died. Yeah, those guys are really scary in this room. It could be fatal. Why did I put so many of these guys in here? I don't know if that's fun or not. There it is. The ship. It's funny that Link gleefully opens his eyes. He's like, yeah, I got it, and then goes back to sleep. So Sarba, I made this ROM hack, and I haven't like officially released it yet, but I'm kind of playing through it just to give it more of a presence on the internet and to stream because it's fun. But yeah, this is kind of the first time I'm publicly showing it other than the specific Zelda 2 community. So all the jokes I was saying earlier about the whoever made this is a jerk stuff is directed at myself. Yeah, I'm a pretty big believer that like material things are kind of overrated. Obviously there are comforts and the like survivability things that are really important, but I kind of think that takes backseat to more important things. That's a pretty big shortcut there. Like, I took a shortcut because I had the glove to get back, but if you go that way initially, like go backwards, you can hit those rocks above you. You just have to jump and time it the right way. So you can actually, like, for the speedrunners, you can grab the ship from the backside and then just get out really fast and not have to worry about most of that. But then you'll miss a magic container. Is that worth it? I don't know. If you have magic level 8, you can cast jump and dash with a single cell of magic. That sounds like heaven on earth. See this right now? It cost me 3. It costs you 1 to do both at the end. Bonus next to real success. Retiring your mom. Find a way to achieve material things while enjoying day-to-day life. Yeah. Agreed, man. I'm happy to hear you say that. All right. So that's pretty much everything on the first continent. It took me, what, an hour and a half? The second continent has some things going on. There's a starfish up there. There's a dark purple sky here. This one's a little weird, a little open-ended at first. There's a that. Per some suggestions, to make the next palace like be more impactful, I sort of obscured the text about it. Before it was a little more direct about what you were getting into, but yeah. Here we go. Some nude yoga would limber you right up. Namaste. See? There you go. That's what heals you. The swarm is just beyond the starfish. Super Mario World a couple weeks ago. Big nostalgia. Nice. It is almost 9 p.m. where I live right now. Reflect magic to defeat wraiths. Zephyr lies in the far north. Ah, it's a bat! Don't give me helpful advice and then try to kill me. It's disrespectful where I come from, where it's 9 o'clock. A mermaid tail will give water walk power. Thank you, Fountain. I dropped an heirloom fleeing from bugs. Happens. West Grove holds a magically sealed den. "3:58 a.m. The starfish does not like loud music." Okay, so that's probably more like UK area. I don't know. That's kind of a wild guess. Should I get health? No, I'm not going to get health. The Octoroks. Yeah, the second continent has a new set of graphics. Like new graphic sheets. Oh god. So some of the enemies that were common to both, actually they're considered different enemies, like in the system. So they'll have different health or do different damage or whatever. But yeah, so these are new, these would be new enemies. In the original one, they can only be damaged with fire, a spell you can get in that game, which is really annoying. So I took that off. They can be hit by a normal sword. Honestly, years ago, is when I started, and then I was more seriously working on it. I don't know, it's kind of been off and on. Probably about 2 years ago. Oh, yeah. This is a new, that guy. That's an enemy from a game called Rygar. I sort of, mashed him into this game. Mashed it into this game. Oh god. Trying to be cool with all that blocking. Ow. Yeah, this is a rough room. Okay, town. Island town of Daybreak. Going to sleep. Nice hopping on stream. Hey, good night. I hope you get a lot of rest. Yeah, I should be, I mean, I'll stream every once in a while, but yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Feel free to message me or whatever if you want. Use fairy spell to slip through door locks. That's in the original game too, but it's more of a necessary thing in this one. It's a very small house, man. My throat is parched. I'll carry some water by cupping my hands. God, I am... This water is crisp as hell. Come inside. I think I have to keep that one too. I don't know. It's very bad. Use this to reveal a magical shrine. The spell. In Nautical Palace, go left first. Yeah, it would. I need some. Namaste. Finally, in Lucid Palace, she will awaken. Town of Zephyr has necessary magic. Like, most of the things everyone is saying is very important. Oh, sorry. Skeleton Key is on Tiny Island. Brings charm and personality. I hope so. Most of the things I make, I look at myself in the mirror and ask myself, why are you like this? But then some of them I end up just, you know, I have to keep it the way it is. It's just how it has to be. Okay, I got the spell. which will reveal a magical shrine. And then also, in West Grove, there is a magically sealed den. Oh, I kind of don't like that. Someone calls it a den and someone else calls it a shrine. It's more of a shrine. I was dealing with limited space and like characters, like text characters. I think what I'm gonna do, I do have to go to bed soon. I have work tomorrow. I'll do the next palace and then call it a night and then finish up next time. Namaste. Oh, man. That was just like an idling namaste, no particular reason for that one. Occasionally I'll let one slip out. Dude, I'm rough. I've got a little over 1 cell of health and half a cell of magic. I don't exactly know what this like architecture is going on here, but kind of like it. Wish it were real. Okay, I was thinking about this the other day, and I know this is dumb. I particularly like buildings that have walkways that go between them. So usually like in big cities, like when you have fancy buildings, they'll have little tunnels like hospitals and stuff so you can drive under it. But there's something about the the hallway that is off the ground that you can look out the windows to the sides that's just really magical to me. So you come here and you cast the spell, and you get a very tall door that comes out of the ground. What's in the tall door? Oh boy. A guitar. We have a rock-on metal glove, and now an electric guitar. We can play that song, which is the most metal song. Yo, back up. Alright, let's go in here. You know what? Yeah, I'll do the 4th palace. Well, what? It's like 9:08. Oh, God. There's a link. An evil link. With a cooler sword than I have. For that, he'll pay. Two-headed effigy. The effigy, and I guess this one is called the heirloom in game. The effigy and the heirloom. What the? And the heirloom. We're kind of supposed to be like Cthulhu mythos, like from the Call of Cthulhu, one of the items that the guy has that the other guy's studying from his office. is a spooky little effigy. So the first one was supposed to be like a Cthulhu, and the second one was, I don't know, either a two-headed Cthulhu or like a little Hydra or something. Doesn't matter too much. It's open to interpretation, as is a lot of low-res pixel art. Man, should I do the next palace? Because that's pretty much next on the list here. Probably do it in like 15 minutes, I would guess. 20? I don't know. I think I'm going to grab this and then probably go get ready for bed. A precious heirloom. Come meet its crafter. Yo, this skeleton man crafted it. I hate hanging on to all that experience, though. I'll go to the front entrance, and then I'll quit. Oh, there's also a magic container or something in here. Those things I wanted to look like the Nightmare Octoroks from the first one, but now they have longer legs. They've evolved or something. They're different enemies, like in Zelda 2. But I ended up sort of adapting their graphics to look like they're the same creature, just two different forms of it. Oh man. Another bro. Wow. I should unjump. Oh, I have the up stab, I forgot. I was gonna block it. Oh man. Oh man. I kind of want to make these guys, since they look like tough turtles. I want to make their make them not vulnerable to the sword laser. Kind of look human creepy, yeah. Also, welcome, Victor. Oh man, they're enemies from Rygar. I sort of one-for-one pulled it from Rygar and then made some changes to make it look a little more normal. Not normal, but more fitting. Oh, this one doesn't drop a thing. So, yeah, this dungeon, the fourth dungeon, is the Hive dungeon. Everything is bugs and bees and stuff. The second continent especially gets a lot more heavily themed. Well, I guess the first one kind of was. The Ivy one and the Macabre Palace were pretty heavily themed. Can I... One sec. I am going to see... Start and select? No. Up and select? Up and A? Not up and A. Oh, I might need a second controller to do a reset. So I kind of want to die. Not in real life, just in the game. And I'll just save and quit like the normal way, and then when I start up I can start fresh from a load and not quit. Ocean Man. Yeah, it is weird, and they have the flesh tone, like the Link skin color. Okay. Save. Do that just for fun. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. It's been pretty fun. And like I said, this is sort of a test run anyway. Like, this is me figuring out things I want to change and hoping that the things I have changed are working properly without breaking everything. I'll continue this soon, probably within the next couple of days. Get this run done, get some updates done. Yeah, like, just, I mean, lots of little things. I've got a list. I keep making new lists. No, it's fun. Like, it's kind of cool to get to finally show people. And to have this on the internet now. There will be music. Right now it's still vanilla music. I have a guy, a friend from the community is working on a new soundtrack for this game. So one of the real release or a later release or whatever is going to have original music, which is really cool. He's got a Palace song right now that sounds really cool. Super exciting. I think it'll add a lot to the atmosphere and just the experience. It'll feel a little more new and, I don't know, a little more like original, a little more like a new experience. That was repetitive and dumb. Anyway, I gotta get some sleep. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Yeah, thank you, Victor. If I catch you more next time, I know I'm like, oh, Victor's here, I guess I better leave. No, I just have work tomorrow and it's getting later here. But I'll be on sometime soon. Yeah, I hope to see you guys later. Have a good night.